friends, I'm Stephanie Hansen. Let's go! I've been cooking, eating, and talking about it for years.
This is amazingly good.
Now I'm inviting you along for the ride. Stanley! It's the bomb.
Something you cannot live without.
Meet the chefs, home cooks, restaurateurs, and bakers honing their craft.
Everything is going to blow your taste buds up.
And try new recipes with me in my kitchen. It's simple, it's easy, that looks amazing. There's always something delicious to share. These buds got a taste! These buds got a taste! Let's go! This is Taste Buds. Hey, Taste Buds. I'm a turkey, and it is Thanksgiving. I'm here trying to attract them at Peterson Family Farms. We're gonna meet the turkeys with the Peterson family, and then we're gonna go to my house, and Ellie and I are gonna make you some of our favorite Thanksgiving sides. We've got the carrots, we've got the caramelized onion butter, and we've got her famous mac and cheese. It's the Thanksgiving episode, Taste Buds. Hi Taste Buds, I'm here with Katie Peterson and we are at Ferndale Turkey Farm. And this was started by your grandma and your grandpa.
That's right.
Okay,
yeah.
So Grandpa Dale, Grandma Fern, and then your mom and dad, Dick and Jane. And now you and John are the next generation.
Yep.
Do you guys have kids yet? Are they already getting prepped for the farm?
A little bit, yeah. They're starting to get involved.
4 generations. And is this your grandpa's desk?
Yep, this is his original desk.
It's so cool, and there's like old receipts in here.
Yeah, it's where he used to write his feed orders every day. Yep, he would.
How many turkeys do you have on your farm?
Over the course of a year, we raise about 150,000.
Okay, that is a lot. And how many retailers throughout like the Midwest carry your turkey?
All of the natural food co-ops in the Twin Cities and really throughout Minnesota now.
So many chefs too, the turkey that they use in their restaurants. It's yours.
Aww.
Why do people like your turkeys over other turkeys?
I think for one thing, we're unique in that we are still an independent family farm. And so just like you're here today, chefs and retail partners can come down and actually see the source. They can go out and see where the turkeys are raised and see our farming practices.
And you have this great store. Would you like to show me some of your favorite things?
I would love to, yeah.
Okay, let's go shopping. All right, Katie, we're gonna play a game. I'm just gonna like grab products that I'm interested in and show them to you.
Okay.
And you're gonna get all excited about it. First, I'm gonna learn how to open the cooler. Okay, turkey gravy. Who makes the gravy here?
So this is a product that's made locally for us in the Twin Cities. We came out with it last year. It uses our turkey and just some like simple herbs and stuff. Something we're really
so
excited
if you're
about.
not a gravy maker, because gravy stresses people out at Thanksgiving, these are cute. Uncured cranberry turkey sticks. So all you protein people, turkey is a really good protein source.
It is.
And it's lean, it's clean.
So this is our cranberry version.
See that little cranberry inside there? So delicious.
These are really popular.
Okay.
We have a pepper jack version too.
Okay, what is someone gonna do with this?
This is a really great holiday option for somebody who doesn't want to really cook a bird. It's already cooked, it's fully smoked, so you just warm it up in your oven and you've got your delicious, delicious bird all ready to go.
Okay, I'm really excited about that idea for those of you that don't cook. All right, Katie, we're at the cheese section, and there's a few cheeses in here I recognize. Let's just pull out, the little Lucy Brie.
Yeah, that's a favorite.
We've done a few things with this. Let's talk about this one, Apres City, because this is new.
It's a really nice, soft ripened cheese, just really unique.
Creamy.
Yeah,
delicious
creamy.
on a cracker. When you're making your cheese board, they always say have one soft, one hard, and one old.
Yeah.
Kind of is a good way to think of that. Speaking of soft, this driftless cheese I hear is an award winner.
Yeah, and we just got this in this year.
It's goat or sheep. Sheep. I was trying to decipher if that was a sheep or a goat. All right, one more cheese that's directly from Cannon Falls. This one is near and dear to my heart. I love these ladies that make the Cannon Bells cheese. They're sisters.
Yeah.
They're hilarious. Okay, and we're gonna head on over because we didn't get enough meat. The La Quercia prosciutto from Iowa, another award winner. This is the same prosciutto that we used. We made pumpkin rigatoni with a crisp that was with sage and prosciutto. So delicious.
It's delicious.
Katie, I picked up your holiday gift guide. You guys ship cheese boxes and you have all kinds of gifts. Minnesota gifts, a holiday market shopping list. Oh, hey, wait a second. They have my True North Cabin cookbook. Are people buying it, Katie?
Yes, flying
Okay.
off the shelves.
Oh, thank goodness. What if she would have said no? I'd have been so embarrassed. Katie, it has been such a blast to spend time
Thank
with
you. This has been so fun.
Oh, yes. And I'm going to go meet your brother, John, who I understand has rounded up a flock of turkeys for me to meet.
Yep.
So excited. Let's go. So I walked out of the store and I just happened to hook up with John Peterson, Katie's brother, and also proprietor of this beautiful farm. Do people live out here too?
For sure. We have 3 generations of the family living on the farm. There's always somebody here to take good care of our turkeys.
This is so awesome. What can I expect when we get near turkeys? Like, are they going to be pecking at me? And am I going to need to be like walking steady and still?
They'll figure it out.
Okay.
They're very curious, so
All right.
they'll spend a little bit of time figuring out what we're all doing there. But
Okay.
check
Do
it
they
out.
know you?
Yeah, they should know us. Yeah.
Like by smell or how do
I hope not smell. If it's by smell, I've probably done something wrong that day, right?
So you think they just get used to you or the people on the farm in general?
Yes.
Okay.
But our family and our staff, they recognize us. They know. I mean, it's the same people
Yeah.
that they're seeing every day, day in and day out.
And do they know like at 4 o'clock it's food time like a dog would?
They have a great life. It's like all you can eat all the time.
Oh gosh.
They have like
okay.
an open buffet all the time.
right. What do they
Yeah.
eat?
They eat a mix of corn and soybean meal.
Okay.
Yeah, small grains.
And if they like happen to pick a bug or a worm, can they eat that too?
All the better.
And that's good for the meat, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So from the time that you get an egg and it makes a little gosling,
A poult.
a poult.
Poult
okay,
is the baby turkey.
about how long is that time frame?
About 4 to 5 months. Right in that
Oh.
right in that time frame.
Okay, so they mature quickly.
They mature quickly, yeah. The Thanksgiving turkeys start out on our farm in July, somewhere in that time frame to be ready for Thanksgiving.
And do people come out to the farm and actually like pick up their turkeys?
Absolutely, yeah. So the week leading to Thanksgiving, we hold Turkey Fest at our market, and it's folks' first chance to pick up a fresh Thanksgiving turkey. And for our family, there's a ton of pride in our staff too.
You do want to have a sense of where your food's coming from and just a sense of pride about that you're buying Minnesota grown.
We believe in that very much, not only where it came from, but how it was raised. And so, you know, we take pride, of course, to still be on the farm that my grandparents founded 85 years ago, but also to still be using those same practices. The world of agriculture has changed around us in those years, but we're still using the practices that my grandparents started with and that really everybody used 85 years ago.
Okay, it's like they're waiting for us.
They are waiting. We've been telling them you were coming.
You can hear can you hear that? I'm surprised it's not louder.
Well, we would like to believe that means these guys are very comfortable. They're happy on a nice fall day. They've got everything that they need.
Look at them. They're so adorable. It's like, God, this is the cutest thing ever.
Would you like to come in and meet them, Stephanie?
Yes, it's like they all are coming and like, that one's Fluffily right there with his little, so the gobbler, the waddler.
Yeah.
Are they friends? Like, are they in friend groups?
I'm certain that there are little clubs and cliques
Yeah.
that are way over my head. I don't understand it. But yes, I'm sure that they have some way of knowing who's who and hanging out with their buddies. We tend to think of them as a flock. And when people ask, you know, if I ever get attached to a turkey, I say not a turkey, but a flock. Like, you know, a flock that does really well and they have great weather, everything going for them.
Yes.
You know. Oh, they hear the noise.
Oh,
they hear
boy.
The noise. Yep.
You are very upset about the
Yeah.
garbage truck.
Big excitement. So here's your first bit of turkey trivia to know, Stephanie.
Okay.
They made that noise when they heard the truck because they are toms, males. If we were in hens, females, they wouldn't have cared. It wouldn't have made any sound.
Okay, so
that is
they're-
a distinctly tom male characteristic to all talk in unison when something exciting happens.
And like, look at that one right there.
So this is another distinctly tom thing that you're seeing there.
Okay.
Hens wouldn't do that. Toms at this age, they're kind of just coming into full maturity, like, you know.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I don't know that we can say that word on the air. We'll say randy teenagers.
Yes, yes.
Randy teenage boys.
You said it. I'll follow your
They're
lead.
spending more time in
Yes.
their bedrooms. They're on their phones more.
We don't use any antibiotics or growth promotants, so we're not speeding them along.
Yeah.
We're allowing everything to happen in nature's course to pay respect to the birds that then nourish us.
Yes, this has just been such a delight.
That's wonderful to have
It has
you
been
here.
such a delight. Okay, we have brought a different jacket and a little red scarf to try to lure a turkey to me.
There you go. I love it. Yeah. I can say in 85 years of turkey farming here, I don't know that anybody's ever attempted what you are about to attempt.
Oh, all right, I'm just gonna get down. Okay. They're not fleeing. I know, you're adorable. Don't you even get up. You don't have to. Are you stretching? Oh, you look real pretty.
You're a natural, Stephanie. They're coming in.
How you feeling, Tom? The funny shot here is all of the camera crew around me and then the flocks of turkeys behind them trying to look inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Here comes a curious little mister. Hello, Mr. Tom.
Stephanie, would you like to meet Tom?
I would.
Didn't realize he was going to be made famous today.
No. Okay, just know at this Thanksgiving when I'm standing in the kitchen alone, I'm going to be thinking about this moment.
They would say be thinking of where the turkey came from, raised in a way that you are glad of. Like we mentioned, our goal is that they always be calm and comfortable. We're providing them with a low stress environment, and we think that makes a good life for a turkey and a better experience for all of us.
That is what I'll be glad of. All right, we are going from your family Peterson farm to my Hansen Johnson house, and we're going to be making some Thanksgiving sides. What a great day.
Thank you for being here,
Tom.
Stephanie.
It's been lovely, and I promise I'll think of you and I'll be very appreciative. All right, taste buds, we are back from Ferndale Turkey Farm. Ellie, I met a turkey, we had a bond, but that's another story for another day. All right, so for Thanksgiving, we thought we would invite Ellie back into the kitchen with me to cook some of the things that she likes to have for Thanksgiving. What are you gonna make?
Well, today I'm gonna make caramelized onion and cranberry butter.
Yum.
And Southern-inspired baked mac and cheese.
I'm also gonna make our family favorite, the roasted carrots. I make a honey almond brickle, but it's just a really nice, homey, delicious side. Ellie, this is something that you've made on your own. I've never actually had it before. It's a cranberry caramelized onion butter.
Yeah, so this is my recipe, and it's based on a lot of the fancy butters you get in restaurants. So I was going for a little bit of a Thanksgiving-themed appetizer for everyone.
Yeah, buttery vibe. Okay,
Yeah.
first we're gonna start with the mandolin. How do you use it?
Well, I am doing this on 2. You see it has 3 levels. One's a lock. And then I just slice. Just keep your fingers tight, and when you get close to your fingers, stop doing it. And you get these nice, beautiful, thin
chunks.
So they tend to cook at around the same temperature and around the same time.
Good theory, good theory. Ellie, you walk us through this process.
It's pretty simple. Add our olive oil.
All right.
Add our tablespoon of butter in there.
Our little salt, little pep. How did you learn how to cook?
Self-taught.
Can you remember where we spent most Thanksgivings with you as a kid?
We were actually just the 3 of us alone in a condo, so we'd make chicken. Dad would insist on making stuffing. We ended up having a really good time and avoiding a lot of family arguments.
All right, so we've been cooking our onions for about how long? 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes. And if we look, you can see that they're translucent and softened. They smell really good, and they're starting to take on a little bit of that golden color. This is a perfect time to add our cranberries. These are dried cranberries, about a 1/4 cup.
Do you know where those are made?
The US.
No, Wisconsin.
So not the US.
Oh, you know. Wisconsin is the #1 state for producing cranberries. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Okay, what do you think Minnesota's the #1 state for?
Turkeys.
Turkeys for Thanksgiving. All right, we have, I think, achieved caramelization, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, they're nice and brown, they're super soft, they smell sweet. And we're gonna let it cool just so that when you mix it into the butter, if it's too hot, the butter can separate. So you want it to be in, like at least a nice room temp, warm room temp before you mix them together. So we have our onions nice and cool. Here we have a nice high quality salted butter. This is what I recommend. We're gonna add this in, and now we're gonna come in with our cinnamon. A 1/4 teaspoon. Sometimes I measure with my heart. You know, it's butter at the end of the day. And then I'm not gonna add any salt yet because we're starting with a salted butter, so I'm gonna mix it in first and then taste it.
This really looks like it's gonna be amazing.
And we probably went a little bit hard on the onions for this batch, but I like onions.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
I'll give it a taste, see if it needs any salt or any extra cinnamon.
I need salt.
Salt?
I think I gave you unsalted butter. I'm getting scolded for buying unsalted butter. This is Cook's problem during Thanksgiving, right? And I bought some bread so we can try it. Oh, that's a good bite. You gotta have the perfect bite. It's very delicious. It's super savory. Like, I thought maybe it'd be sweet with the cranberries, but it's very savory. Ellie, I love this.
Yeah, and you know, it smells like Thanksgiving. It will give people that festive flavor, that festive vibe. It's easy to pull together, but I don't think it'll stay on an appetizer table for long if there's enough people.
No, and I'm gonna put it on our turkey sandwiches. All right, Ellie, I'm also gonna make our family favorite, the roasted carrots. We always have these at Thanksgiving. I just took regular carrots and I peeled them and I cut them into baton shape, which basically is like cutting it in half and then putting the flat side down and then cutting that in half. That gives you these sizes. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil. So salt, sweet pepper, we've got fresh thyme, and we're gonna use about a tablespoon. It's a lot. Give them a little snuggly room to get all roasty and toasty. And we're gonna put them in the oven at 400 degrees and they are going to caramelize. And while we do that, we will make the honey brickle. Let's get these almonds a toastin'. I have about a 2-ounce package, which is about 1/3 of a cup. And here's what happens when you're toasting almonds. It takes a minute for like the pan to get heated up, for the oils to release, but then they start to cook really quickly. So you can't walk away, you kind of need to be present, and you'll know that they're starting to toast when you can smell them. Ellie, will you watch my nuts?
Yes, I'll watch your nuts.
Watch my nuts. As soon as they get toasty, we are going to hit them with about 2 tablespoons of honey.
They're starting to smell good, so I think we're close.
And you're gonna hear this frizzle up a little bit.
Ooh, beautiful.
A little frizzle. Gonna hit it with a little bit of salt. And we wanna make sure that we get that honey on all of our little almondy pieces. We're just gonna pour these out on this Silpat.
It smells like fresh, warm honey.
And we're just gonna spread them out a little bit because they're gonna get hard and pliable. So I took the carrots out of the oven. You can see that as we flip them over too, they're like nice and roasty on the bottom. Okay, let us get our brickle action happening. So what I like to do is just sort of crumble them in so that everybody gets a little bit of that delicious almondy, brickly goodness. And then I'm also gonna hit it with a little goat cheese. Now, goat cheese is kind of polarizing for some people. Don't feel like you have to have it. All right, Ellie, do you want yours with or without goat cheese?
I like goat cheese. I want to get that goat cheese.
Okay, you ready?
Carrots are perfectly cooked. Honey. And the almonds, it's not just slivered almonds. It's worth it to toast them. It really brings a different depth of flavor.
The creaminess of the goat cheese married with the nuttiness of the almonds and kind of that hint of sweet from the carrot and the honey is really, really nice. You know, sometimes vegetables are sort of a throwaway at Thanksgiving. If you've got like the traditional green bean casserole, which a lot of us have something just a little bit different.
Get something that's beautiful out there, a work of art.
Something beautiful, something fresh. And now Ellie is gonna make her Southern mac and cheese. Everybody loves mac and cheese, kids, adults, so it's always something that's a surefire hit on the table. What makes your mac and cheese Southern?
Well, I'm not from the South. If you're from the South and this recipe bugs you, I'm sorry. All the power to you. But yeah, I call it my Southern style mac and cheese because I incorporate buttermilk and evaporated milk, which is one of the best things you can find in the dollar store for actually $1 nowadays. Makes for a really cheesy, dairy and cheddar forward mac and cheese.
Ooh, I like a dairy and cheddar forward.
Let's get started with a roux. So here we got 3 tablespoons of butter. Make sure this cooks down until it's nice and frothy.
And we've got, it looks like 2 tablespoons of flour.
Yep, it's just all melted and you're starting to see those little frothy bubbles. That's a good time to add the flour in.
All right, there you go, just whisking.
Let's start streaming in that evaporated milk. And this doesn't need to be a 2-man job. She's just being helpful. And we're gonna pour out the rest of that can.
Yeah, it's getting thick.
Yeah, we're gonna let this cook until it's kind of at a little bit of a simmer.
We've got a half a cup of whole milk and a half a cup of buttermilk.
Yeah, pour that in.
Okay.
At this point, the recipe's pretty forgiving. Keep stirring, make sure it's smooth, and cook it down until it's like nice and thick. It would stick to the back of a spoon. You can do the spoon test on this one. You see it's like creamy, it's not thin anymore, it doesn't look like milk. It looks like a sauce. This is a bechamel. It is the base for everything good in the Midwest.
You're not wrong about that.
And this is when we start adding our seasonings. Nutmeg is great because it adds like a little bit of sweetness, but once it's finally all incorporated, it just kind of like makes cheese taste more like cheese. Here we have the pepper. Little French's mustard sounds weird. It adds color, vinegar, and it is in pretty much all of your normal favorite mac and cheeses, I promise you. You can add a little bit of cayenne. I like that for the heat. Switch to the whisk here just to make sure this is well incorporated. And so this is when we add the cheese.
All right.
The fun part of mac and cheese.
We have 2 cups of cheddar.
Yes, and we're gonna reserve a cup of the cheese.
Okay. Does it matter which kind?
I like to do a mix of the two.
Okay. Another is a cup of mozzarella.
Mozzarella is salty, stretchy, blends super well, and helps mac and cheese not be greasy once it's baked.
All right, that looks good.
And you just mix it in until it's blended. And we're reserving that cheese so we can top it before we bake.
Look at that.
That's a cheese pull.
Sure is. That says Thanksgiving. And we already cooked a half a box of elbow macaroni, about 8 ounces. Okay.
And let's take it off the heat so it stops
Sure.
binding up on us. Okay,
I love it.
top it with the rest of our cheese.
And I always do a breadcrumb topping, so this is good.
A little extra cheesiness, makes for a nice pull.
Now,
Sprinkle the paprika.
here, you do it. I don't want to put too much. It's so pretty.
Nice flavor, nice color.
All right, we've got the oven preheated, 375. How long is it going in for?
375, approximately 30 minutes, just until everything is nice, melted, bubbly, and a little bit browned.
Okay, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's been a long day of cooking for that delicious mac and cheese. Holy moly, look at that. Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. All right, Ellie, what do you love about mac and cheese?
Yes.
Okay, you pepper, all salt. Ooh, I love that like noodle, cheesy, slurpy sound. Yum. It's actually better than mine, I think. Because it... All right, Ellie, this was a home run. Your recipes, I mean, we had the cranberry caramelized onion butter, the mac and cheese. I thought my roasted carrots were good, but yours are like next level.
I'll come back anytime.
All right, Kurt, come on in. This is Kurt Johnson, my husband. Stanley is around here somewhere too. Do you want to have a bite of?
He's right under your feet.
Oh, yeah, yes. Say Stanley, say hi. Oh. Say hi, Stan.
Yeah.
Speak.
Yum.
Oh, there's Stan. He might want some macaroni and cheese too.
Yes.
No, don't give it to him. From our family to yours, including Stanley, happy Thanksgiving. If you want any of the recipes from this episode, go to fox9.com/tastebuds. Happy Thanksgiving, Stanley.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.